Everyone. Yeah, so I'm Jeremy. We hope you had a great day. So welcome to today's session. I've heard most of you have practiced on what we did last time. So that is on prompting and what is AI. So you have understood what is a AI chatbot in a way. Yeah. So any question before we can continue from last time so that maybe we do a refresher from yesterday's session. Any questions on prompting?
Maybe Jeremy, you can tell them how long should a prompt be? Because sometimes we reduce our prompt. How long should the prompt be? How much information should we give? Because we are about these things. So how much should we put into the prompt?
Okay, yeah. One thing is that. So for a prompt, yesterday we did 5 things. So there was the role, context, and instructions, tone, and the goal. So those were the 5 things we are doing in a prompt. So for a prompt, you need to define mostly these 5 things. So there's the role. For the role is where you tell the AI what expertise you want it to have. So if you want it to have expertise on graphic design, you tell it. So you can tell it act as a graphic designer. So you're giving the AI the expertise on what you want it to generate. Then for the context is where you define what is this information going to be used for. Like if it's information that will be used for a training session, you can define it in the context. So the other thing is instructions. So what do you want the AI to do? Like the instructions is like the task. What task does the AI need to do? So maybe you have already told it act as a graphic designer. Your task today is to generate a poster for a medical training. And then the context you can say it is happening at maybe KMTC, Nairobi, and the audience will be first-year students. So you have already defined 3 things in that prompt. And then there's the tone. So you can keep the output as neutral. You can keep it as more African, more Kenyan. Like this is why you give it the information. Like you can maybe if you want to generate an image, you can tell it I want an African image, like the context to be African. So you'll see like the colors and everything. The people inside it will be African. Also, if you are generating text, you can see like the text will be more African. Like the context will be more in a certain ways in Africa. So that is the tone. So the goal is where you tell the AI the output. So you can tell it I want the output to be in list form, in paragraph form, in question form. So that is the goal. Like you're giving it the outcomes of what you want from the prompt. So when you are maybe building a prompt, those are like 5 things you need to consider. You may not do all because maybe for the audience it can be a general audience, but you may need to define the instructions, the tone, and the goal. Those are the most important, and the role. So it will depend. So the length of the prompt will depend on these 5 things as you're building the prompt. Yeah. So hope you've understood on the 5 things on prompting. An example of a prompt, maybe I show you. So like this prompt here.
Jeremiah,
Hello,
mwalimu,
yeah. Uh-huh.
rudia kidogo, hebu rewind kidogo. Nilikuwa nimepotea kidogo tu.
On prompting.
On the five areas, just a little, just in summary.
So on the 5 areas I've said, like there is the role where you are telling the AI what expertise you need it to have. So you can tell it to have an expertise of maybe a surgeon, a graphic designer, a medical trainer. So that is the role, the expertise you're giving to the AI. Then the context is where you're giving it the setting, where you want it to, like the audience, like you're giving it the audience of what you want it to do. That is the context. Maybe you're doing a prompt, you're telling to act as a graphic designer, come up with a poster that will be used in a medical training. So the medical training is the context. So that is the context. It's like the audience. You're giving it the audience of the output. And then the instructions. Instructions is where you're telling it the task it needs to perform. For the tone, you're telling it to behave in a certain way. Like the output, I want it to have a certain methodology. Like maybe it can be African, it can be professional, it can be formal. So that is the tone you're giving it. How do you want the output to be? And then the goal is the measure, like is where you're telling it to, maybe you're generating a research. You can tell it to give me in list form, give me in PDF format, give me in Word format. So those are the things that you do it in goal. So for example, you're coming up with a prompt for lesson planning. You can say, act as a medical trainer, training on maybe diabetes. So that is the context, training on diabetes for first-year students at maybe a medical school in Nairobi. So the instruction is to come up with the lesson plan, the tone, make the lesson plan professional, formal, and the goal. And then you can say the goal is to create a lesson plan that has all the requirements. Maybe it can define all topics in that lesson plan. So maybe you have understood there is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was given an example of that. So maybe this prompt here, you're a curriculum designer for. So the specialty is the context. Maybe you're a curriculum designer for diabetes. So that is the first thing is the role. Then create a 4-week course outline for training medical students in a certain topic, maybe diabetes. So that is the instruction and also the context, training medical students. And then the goals. The goals include learning objectives, lesson activities, and assessment methods. The tone you can include, maybe make it professional in a way. So that is an example of a good prompt. With that, now the output you get, it will be more specific to that agenda you're trying to build. So that is the advantage of having a good prompt. A good prompt, maybe for those who have tried using ChatGPT before, you are getting like random answers, like the output was more random, like it was general, and then it will be giving you a lot of follow-up questions. Can I add this? Can I remove this? So that is what we are avoiding, like for it to always giving you that, like a questionnaire afterwards, and also hallucinations. So there is something called hallucinations in AI. Like it tries to imagine things that are not possible. So a good prompt like eliminates that hallucination, and it gives you like more detailed information. Yeah, so with that, I guess we have understood on prompting. And now today we are going to now understand how we can use these prompts to do certain tasks, maybe image generation, text generation, video generation, audio generation. So those are the things that you can do with the prompt. And also we are going to understand more about different AI tools. So there is an AI tool called ChatGPT, the one you have interacted with, Gemini, there is Canva, there is Lumen 5, There is 11 labs. There is in video. So all of these we are going to interact with and understand them more. So maybe on prompting, we can continue practicing it on the different tools. So let me share. So on the first thing we were doing was on text generation using the AI tools. The first AI tool we used was ChatGPT. So the first AI tool was ChatGPT. We use it for text generation. So maybe we can come up with a prompt. Maybe we want to do what? Let me use the prompt ahead. So with this prompt, I've already defined the task. You are a curriculum designer for, maybe we can say, you're a curriculum designer for Kenyan medical students. Create a 4-week outline for training on in a certain topic. So we can say on G. A minute. Training on that, on the topic on the AI, this conjunctive, that one, and then the goal, and then we can give the tone. Make it professional. So we want to generate a curriculum, a course outline for that. So it is building it. So it has generated the course outline. So this is on text generation. An AI tool can generate text. That is one thing you need to understand. And by generating text, it can generate text in multiple formats. So it has generated for me in a format that is in text that I need to copy and upload it somewhere. So maybe I want it like in a PDF format or in a Word format. At the end of this question, it has asked me, would you like to format it as a printable curriculum guide PDF? So if I want this content to be in a Word document, I can say, generate, okay, give me the Word document. So the AI can generate, so this tool we are using is ChatGPT. It is now generating the Word document. This is on text generation, like how you can come up with text that is editable, that you can print, and you can use it on the go. Because the one we had here, you cannot use it. But when you have it as a Word document, you can use it on the go. So this is the document it has produced. When I click on it, it will download it, and then I'll open it. Yeah. So here's the document. So you see the content I had here. I have it now on Word. So on Word, you have this content. Over here on Word, you can now start editing it. You can edit. So you can change the formatting. You can change maybe the text, the design, the layout. Maybe I can put a different layout. You can put it in a different layout. Yeah. So with this one, I have a Word document that I can save. And also I can save as PDF. So the content that ChatGPT generated, I can also like add more content in it. With the Word document, I can maybe edit something I did not want. I can insert images here inside because it's the Word document and it's editable. So, and also you can say generate as a PDF. Generate as a PDF. The same content in the output. So it is analyzing it. Here is it it has come up with the PDF. So you can download the PDF. Here it is. So this is the PDF. So with this one, like you have a ready to go course outline that you do not need to edit or something. You just come, you print. If you are printing it, you can come and print on your printer. Yeah, and it's ready to go. So that is on text generation. So on text generation, there is that. You can come up with Word document, you can come up with PDF documents. And also you can upload files on ChatGPT. So on this interface, on the ChatGPT interface, there is this plus button. We hit the plus button down here. Hope I'm audible. Hope I'm
Yes, you are
audible.
audible. Yes, you are audible.
Yeah.
I have a question before you go to the next one. Before you talk about uploading, if I have my work, like I've been writing a manuscript and I want to make it now better, so I have the content, but of course not complete. Where do I put it here in this GPT so that it gives me a better AI work, better whatever in the for the book, you know? Can I input my own things here? Instead of telling it to generate, I have already something. I want it to improve, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe, yeah. So for example, the PDF I downloaded it, this one here. So maybe let me explain. So on this plus button, you have like these functions. The first one, the add photos and files, that is the function you'll click. So you have that manuscript, you have already done it, you want to upload it. So you'll choose it on your machine and then you open it. So it will upload. You will see it uploading. So after I upload it, I can tell it to review the attached document and help me refine it. So I've attached the PDF. So you can either attach, so ChatGPT in AI, we call it multimodal. Multimodal AI means that the AI can do text, it can do images, it can do video, it can do all different data. Like, because now you can upload images, you can upload PDFs. So with my PDF, I can tell it to refine it, to review it and help me refine. So like that manuscript you had. So I've reviewed, we have uploaded document. It is giving me what needs refinement. It needs the cover page, the institution name and logo, the department, the prepared by. So that is that. So if you had that manuscript, you could upload it. You could come with the plus button. You say add files, add photos and files, and then you select. After that, now you can prompt from that. You can tell it to, using the document attached, do this and this. Like you can guide it. You can give the prompt and everything. So that is on text. There is that on text. You can upload. And also you can upload an image. Let me find an image I have maybe.
So as you're looking for the image, maybe for Paris, as you're uploading your document, you can even upload guidelines and tell ChatGPT to give you the highlights. In the same way, you upload all those guidelines, whatever it is, whether it's HIV, TB, diabetes, or whatever new guidelines there are, and you tell it to give you the highlights or to summarize for you. So it's an easier way of reading through documents that you don't want to read everything. You just read bits and pieces, or you just tell it, just give me the highlights, the main points.
Okay, perfect.
So maybe, for example, I have this image. I will upload the image. So maybe I have that image. I can tell it to okay. What is it called? Okay, scan through the image and give me the text. So it can extract the text from the image. So that is the text that I had on my image. So this one can be used. Maybe you have your notes. You have written your notes on like you've written your notes. They are handwritten. So you can take a picture and then you upload it. That is one way you can do that. Like the benefit of that. So you can either upload an PDF that you had generated the outlines. You can upload an image. Okay, you can take up any image of your notes, upload it, and then it will come up with the text. As long as the text is in a readable way, like it's not, it's more like the text is readable. So you can upload it and it will give you the text inside it. So that can help when you need to transfer your notes from maybe Word, from your notes to Word. So that is the text generation capabilities on ChatGPT. The same things we are doing on ChatGPT, when you come over to Gemini, okay, Gemini is the same way. The interface for Gemini and ChatGPT, they
Jeremy,
already. Mhm.
sorry, are you saying I can have handwritten text and then it converts it to print text?
Yeah,
I tell it to convert it.
yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll take a picture of your notes, upload it on ChatGPT, and it will transform the image to text. The same things on Gemini. The plus button, you can upload a file and you tell it to maybe have an image. The same image, maybe I can take this image. And then I can tell it I can ask it what is in the image. So the image, it can give me a summary. The image contains a comparison of different AI models. Yeah, that's true because the image is about that. It's a comparison of different AI models. So it can do that and more. So that is an example of that on ChatGPT. So on Gemini, because Gemini is a Google AI, so Google owns Gemini. So with Google, you have Google Sheets, you have Google Docs, you have Google Lens. So there is that. So because you're using Gemini, it's also connected to Google Sheets. So you can export it to Google Sheets. When I click this button, export, it can create a Google spreadsheet of what was on the image. So this is the Google spreadsheet it has created because Google owns Gemini. ChatGPT is owned by a different company, OpenAI. But with Gemini, it's connected. That's the way, like when you go to Gmail, you'll find the Gemini button on your Gmail because it's a Google AI. Also on ChatGPT, there is also a WhatsApp bot that you can chat with it. Yeah, so that one's on Gemini. In Gemini, we can tell it to come up with a Google Doc.
Jeremy, sorry, I want
Okay, yeah.
to. Yes. Before we continue, the part of where we were generating something on, I reached this position where I needed to download it in form of Word or document.
Mhm.
But my computer is telling me that I need to have JTTB Canvas.
The ChatGPT,
Canvas.
you have a document.
Yeah, imeniambia fail to generate a Word document. You will need to log in to JTTB on a browser that supports JTTB Canvas. So I don't know.
It said fail to come
To
up
generate.
to generate.
Yeah, I want a Word document,
Mhm.
and it said fail to generate since I need to have a browser that supports JTTB Canvas.
Okay, maybe that is an issue. How did you, on the prompt, did you tell it to generate the Word document and then it just gave that error?
Yes, let me forward the same to you.
Maybe you can paste it on the chat so that I see.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so okay. And also before we continue, on the free version you get 5 uploads per day. So you cannot upload more than 5 images per day. If I upload 5 images, it will give me that warning. You have exhausted your limit for today. Wait until the next day to renew their limit. So that is another limitation on the free version. You can only do that. You can only upload 5 times. Yeah. So that is the free version. Maybe it can give you that error. You can see that error on top here when you continue uploading it. So on Gemini. So those are the on text generation. So on text generation, you can come up with PDFs, Word. Maybe before Beatrice shares, we can continue. Or Beatrice, you found it.
Not yet. Maybe.
So we have that on text generation. Either come up with an Excel sheet. You can also upload an Excel sheet over here. So there is the document, the PDF, the image, the Excel sheet. Those are the things that you can upload. All except video. You cannot upload video. So on text generation. And then now we go to image generation now. We'll explore the tools now on image generation. So we said like ChatGPT is multimodal, meaning it can do both text, image, and text and image. Gemini also is multimodal. Multimodal, yeah. So I had already generated an image because it may take some time to generate it right now. So this is the image I generated on ChatGPT, this one. So on ChatGPT, you can give a prompt for generating an image. Maybe let me share the prompt on the chat so that you can try it on your end. So you remember we were doing a lesson plan, course outline on conjunctivitis, that one. And then we want to generate an image. So ChatGPT can generate an image. So this is the prompt I used. A highly detailed, medically accurate close-up image of an human eye showing signs of conjunctivitis with realistic textures, natural. So this is important. So on image generation, the prompt should be able to capture what you want to see. So I want to see realistic textures. I want to see natural lighting. I want to see clear anatomical accuracy suitable for medical education purposes. So that is the context, if you remember. So the goal is include fine details of the cornea, sclera, iris, and any visible symptoms labeled. So with that prompt, ChatGPT is able to come up with this image. So this is the image it generated. So I already did it because it will have taken me some time. But on Gemini is faster on image generation. Let's try it.
Yeah, Jeremy, I can actually attest to that.
Mhm.
That it takes some time, because I remember when I told GPT to give me a detailed, well-labeled kidney with yeah, so it took some time. So I thought maybe I got it wrong, but after some time, oh no, I just saw it very labeled, clear, and detailed. Thank you.
Yeah, true. Because ChatGPT takes some time to generate. So, but Gemini, it can generate the same faster. But you'll see the difference in output. Maybe let's see. So you can see the difference in output. I don't know. It will depend on you how you see the image. For me, you can see this is the image Gemini produced. This is the image ChatGPT produced. So there is that difference. Both the same prompt, different outputs. So that's when you need to understand what AI tool works for you. Maybe you can say the image on Gemini was it was not good. I prefer ChatGPT. So there you have already known which AI tool you prefer for image generation. So with this, I have that image. I can download the image over here, this button. I can download this in this button here, download image. Or on Gemini, you can also download. You can open it and then you download it. So with that image, you can upload it somewhere else, you can print it. Yeah, true. So you can see the difference. Gemini may generate quickly. ChatGPT may generate in a slower but maybe better format. Another issue on image generation with AI is something called gibberish. So gibberish is when the AI is unable to give, the text is gibberish. Like you cannot read what is inside the text, what is inside the image. Maybe it could have given me cornea. So that is when you need to understand prompting. Because when you do a good prompt, it will come up with finer text. Because when we said fine details, and also we said about clarity and realism, we're telling it to come up with the good data. But if the prompt was just, maybe let's try this prompt like that on Gemini without the details, we see. So without the details, it will give you a human eye without labeling, without anything. But with the prompt, you get that. So on gibberish, you can find the text so you can watch out. When you generate an image with an AI tool, you need to check, is the text readable? Is the text in a good way? Because you can find like the cornea is written in a certain way that is not readable. There is a lot of gibberish because these tools are still developing.
What are you referring at and gibberish? It's spelled what? How is it spelled?
So it's spelled G-I, maybe G-I-G, like that. Gibberish. Gibberish, yeah. I'll try to find an image that is on the chat. So I'll try to find an image that is gibberish and you'll see how it will look. Because you'll see like the text is not readable. This is an AI, but they have done a lot of improvement. Because maybe if you could have done this last year, you could never have gotten such good text. But now, with the major developments they're doing, you can see like there is a lot of improvement. Like the text is readable in a way.
Are you saying the AI technology has just started?
it has on image generation. On image generation, it's still developing because some AI tools are good in image generation. They can do. Let me find one image I did that is gibberish. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm not saying like it has started, but on this image generation, it's something that is still advancing in AI. Not all AI tools are able to generate images. So that is something like they are still researching on and see how they can improve it. Let me share. So I found one. So I have this image charge human anatomy. So when you look closely, the text is good. You can see the text is readable. A minute. A minute. Okay, let me share the image again. I've lost it. So ChatGPT is maybe slow on image, like that is something you cannot. But the image it produces is good, but slow. So when you look closely in this image, you'll see like the text is good. The skull, here now is when you start to notice the problems. So the spelling of these are, I guess you'll have an L. And also on like there is some text you can observe and see it's not good. Maybe another images.
Even the arrows are pointing at weird places.
Yeah, the arrows also. Because when you see when you on the vertebra, you can see it as RRR. Like there is a lot of.
But that's not even vertebrae. Those are different bones.
So that is something I'm seeing on the gibberish. Like it's
It's calling one of the bones tibia, which is not.
so this is something that you need to note when you're doing image generation with ChatGPT. You'll find these errors. It's something.
Is it what you are calling hallucinations, maybe?
Yeah. It's an hallucination. There is hallucination. There is gibberish. Those are the two things you need to note. Also on text, ChatGPT, you can tell it to generate, give me maybe a course outline on cancer vaccine. It is not yet out, but it can give you. It can hallucinate that it is already generated, and because it has been trained to go with you. So that is something you need to observe, because it can hallucinate a certain task. So with text generation, we'll need to do something called now you need to like make sure that it is relevant. So you need to you can tell it to reference certain resources. So if you're doing on text generation, I forgot to mention, you can also give it what you need it to do. Maybe over here I can tell it to use a certain reference. Maybe if I go on Google and I search, maybe on Google I search that. So there is this article. I can open this article. So maybe if I don't want to hallucinate a lot, because it can start like generating content out of nowhere, because it's trying to like that is something in AI it's still developing, but I'm telling you because you need to watch out when you're doing that. So I can copy this link and then I upload it here. And then on this plus button, there is this button here. It's called more. There is this more button here. And then there is the web search. So with that, you have activated web search. And then I can tell it, use the reference to come up with the research topic on that topic on retail TV. So I've given it a reference. So it will do a web search. You see, it has told me the article is from Mayo Clinic. That's true, because it's from Mayo Clinic. The possible research topics, it has given me based on that reference I've given it. So when you want it to also to eliminate hallucination, when you're writing your prompt, you can also provide a list of references, a list of articles, references, just to make sure it does not hallucinate, because it will try to give you something out of, it's an AI, and so that is something you need to note. So that is on image generation. Also, you need to note on this, on those missing text, that the markings and everything. But the good thing is you can also refine an image. When it generates an image, you can tell it to, I see you missed a certain task there, correct this, and it will correct it for you. So you can guide it and make sure the output is good. So that is something called you do prompting, you do the prompt, a good prompt, and then you start refining it. If you find the output is hallucinated, it's gibberish. So that is that. Okay. So that
Yeah,
was on.
yeah, Jeremy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there are some, yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that. There are some icons that I am seeing before you go to the image. Go back to the text where we were doing the prompting, the text generation. Yeah, those ones. Like there are some icons that you are saying you can actually like prompt. I mean, like click on them, because you have not given the details of those icons. Go to the text, please. Hapo nyuma, the ones now we would have used to maybe what just go back.
Okay. The first prompt.
Hizi icons zenye unagonga and then you can tell it either to go and search sijui nini. There are some icons I thought you would introduce us to, because
Maybe I
These
can come in on the deep research.
Mhm.
If you go, Jeremy, you can still go to the plus sign. If the same plus sign down there, yeah, that one. Then you can see there is think longer. Can you see that? So if you activate that, then it is going to take a bit of time to think. It will not just give you anything that is, mundane. It will think longer. And then there's also the plus and then deep research. So if you want something that is more tangible and you even want references, you activate deep research so that it is, sorry?
iko hapo. Okay, hebu ngoja kidogo. Think longer, create image. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So deep research now, it will even give you references and it will not give you some very superficial information. So if you activate that, it will not be thinking longer. You must now also be prepared to be a bit patient, because it will give you better output, but with more even references that you can use. So you must activate the deep research, or you tell it to think longer.
About this one, study and learn.
I am not sure about the study and learn. I don't know about Jeremy, whether you know about that study and learn.
Okay, I've not read it, but study and learn is when you have a topic and you want it to teach you. So learn something new. So I want it to teach me on. I want to teach, to learn coding. So this is the study and learn. It's somewhat like it's a teaching AI, activating it to teach you. Yeah. Hope it's
And
good.
then again, there are these icons. When you say more, when you click on more, just Jeremy, click on this more. Click on more. Or it's the one you are using to go to the web search or something, and the
Yeah.
canvas.
Yeah. More. So there is that deep research. There is deep
What
learner.
Canvas? What is Canvas?
Canvas is like it gives you a so this window it will open another window. So you can say write on conjecture. So the canvas, this is the canvas. A canvas is where like it is you are able to edit it. You can edit the output. You can edit the output it generates. So this is the canvas.
So if you don't use the Canvas, you can't end it.
Yeah, so when you don't use the canvas, the output is always stuck. So this is the canvas. I can edit it here. You see, I can do it like I'm doing Word, like I'm editing my output. So that is the
So this
canvas.
is an option of the word instead of copying, because what I did today, I highlighted, copied, then took it to Word. And I opened a new document, then pasted there. So instead
Yeah.
of doing what you had shown us, we can canvas then.
Yeah, you can do canvas here and then you download it now as a Word document. You can download either Word,
How
PDF.
can you
Hmm?
now, Jeremy? Can you do the canvas, please?
And then do what? How?
The canvas.
How to activate it?
Yes.
So you go to the plus sign, the icons, you go to more. Then there is the canvas.
So.
Then you can download it as PDF. So that's the canvas. So you can edit, like you're editing your output.
How can you make tables? Like, for example, if you want to prompt a table.
You can do that. You can say, create a table. To show guidance. Yeah. So this is the table it has created, this one. So you see the table, I have the table here. You can do the tables also. As long as you tell it to come up with the table, it will come up with the table. So those are the things you need to consider when you're writing a prompt. You can tell it to.
What I also learned is that I used to copy paste direct. For example, like this table, when I copy the information from here and paste in a Word document in another tab, it used to really disturb me. But now, since you can canvas while it is here, then you can download the Word document from the AI.
Yeah, but also you can copy it the way you have it, and then you go to your Word document. You paste it over here, and you have your table.
Maybe from your experience, which one is better? Which one has high quality? Pasting or canvassing?
It will depend when you're using the table, because maybe if you are using the table, you already have a document, but you need to create a table and insert it. That's when you use you copy it and paste it. You can also change the table format. On Word, you can change the table format. So it will depend. When you want the table to insert it to a different document, you copy paste it. But if it's the same document, you continue with that PDF. I don't know if it works. Hope you are okay.
So Jeremy, this Canvas is very different from the Canva AI, is it?
The canvas, it's different because a canvas it's giving you a place to type. You edit your prompt, your output, not the prompt, the output. Yeah, it's different.
Oh.
It's not,
So once you edit, then it will save it for you, right?
yeah.
Say,
You edit it and then you download it. Or you copy it. You can copy also. So that is the canvas. Also, Gemini has canvas. When you go to tools, there is canvas. The same way. So these tools, they try to copy each other. Like what they are doing, the other tool tries to do it. So you can find those similarities in the AIs. They have the same, they copy each other in a way.
So Jeremy, the limitation between Gemini and ChatGPT, what I found out when it comes to images, Gemini is a little bit faster, but with the ChatGPT, it's a little bit slower, but very good in text and other things too. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the only difference I've seen with this one. And the way the icons have also been reorganized or organized are different.
They're different. Yeah. So you'll find the differences. There is a lot because you can find the number of words you can use on an input, on a prompt is different. Gemini, most of it is free. Yeah, so I guess we're done on image.
then Jeremy, you can also go to research for Gemini. If you want something, you can also go to that plus sign, and then you initiate deep research. It will also give you something very good instead of something superficial.
Yeah, you can do deep research with it. You can activate it and it will do deep research.
Yeah. Then the other thing is Gemini can take in, can give you a lot of pages of large documents, or you can upload very large documents compared to ChatGPT. So
Yeah.
ChatGPT, I don't know how much, I think you said about 1,000 pages, but
Yeah.
with Gemini, it can take up more than 1,500.
Yeah, Gemini has more. You can upload
Yes.
more.
Yeah. So the other thing that before we come out of here, I wanted to ask now, if I have a document that 1,000, like even 50 pages, and I would want it read by Gemini. I don't know if it will be Gemini or ChatGPT to correct for me spellings and grammar and everything. Can it do it?
Yeah, it can do
Or
it for
it will
you.
distort, or it will distort the document.
It can first you tell it to read through the document, and then now you tell it what you can tell it to summarize. You can upload it in Gemini or ChatGPT, but now Gemini is that it gives you more ability to use it with more data. It's called a context window. In AI, it's called context windows. So context windows is when an AI, so in ChatGPT, you can exhaust a chat. Like you can chat with it, and then it tells you have hit the limit for this chat because you've already exhausted what can be fed on it in that chat. So you need to start a new chat. So on Gemini, you find more. You can upload, the context window is large. The window in which you can do something is large. So it will depend. So it cannot change the document. It's you guide it to where you need it to update it. Yeah.
Maybe to add on that, you can also give it a structure. You can tell it to give me a structured form of the document summary, or even a number of words. If you want a summary in 300 words, in bullet points, you can tell it that. You can also tell it to translate to Kiswahili. Maybe you're doing a consent form and you're not sure about how to do it. You can just tell it to translate. Then you, of course, you read through.
Yeah. It can read through the context and continue. So I saw like somebody shared an image they created. This is the image. This one is through Copilot. Yeah, you can change the person to be black, female. Yeah. Different AI tools. Okay, thanks. And then there's somebody who asked if you can use it to calculate marks. Yeah, true. So you can upload an Excel sheet with the data of the students with the marks, and you'll tell it to read through the Excel sheet, come up with the full formulas of the marks. It can do that. It can calculate marks. It can do averages, everything, because it has also math capabilities. These AI tools, they can do math. So you can do that. You can upload an Excel sheet and you do that, come up with a full result marks, yeah, of each student. Yeah.
Why is it possible for you to use GPT, ChatGPT and Gemini at the same time, interchangeably? Have you activated them at the same time?
Yeah, you can do it because after ChatGPT is a different organization, Gemini is a different. So you can do them at the same time. It's possible. Like you can have Gemini, ChatGPT, they're the same. So as long as you are on Chrome, these are different AI tools. Like they have no connection to each other. But when you're using them, you can use them interchangeably. You can generate an image from ChatGPT, upload it to Gemini, tell Gemini to do deep research on it, like that. Like you're chaining. It's called tool chaining. You're chaining many AI tools together.
Gemini is also in Google Play.
Yeah, there is an app for Gemini.
There's a lab.
An app, yeah, an application for that.
Why in the
In Google Play Store.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
And then maybe I can add, you'd want to use as many LLMs as possible. You can use DeepSeek, you can use ChatGPT, Gemini, just to see the kind of output that you get. Sometimes one of the LLMs will give you a very good output. Go to the other one and it doesn't give you as good output. The other one, Gemini, will even give you sources. So it's always good to compare. Don't rely on one. So if you want maybe some good structured lesson plan, you can try the three of them and see what gives you the best output.
Yeah, true. So you can combine. DeepSeek also is another LLM you can research on. You combine them and see which gives you better data in a way.
Which one did you say? Deep what? Sorry.
DeepSeek.
Mgonjwa mas SIC.
Okay. Maybe Dr. Lucy will share on the chat.
Yeah, the spelling.
Yeah, I think that's a spelling. This one is from China. So I think the information, the data is also, I don't know, maybe it's more towards African, I don't know. But you can always compare DeepSeek and ChatGPT and see which one works better. Sometimes DeepSeek can give you better text than ChatGPT.
Yeah. Next, we go to audio generation. So we have said that an AI tool can do text, can do image, but also an AI tool can generate audio. So
So Jeremy, before we go to audio, did we do the Canva for image?
okay.
Maybe you
So
can
we
show Canva. Mhm.
you also have canva.com. Let me share the link on the chat. But maybe I'll share a document with the links for all these tools. So we have also Canva, where you can generate an image. So that prompt on the eye, I can tell it to a highly detailed image. Okay. And then you upload it. So it will come up with the image. This is Canva AI. Canva is an image generation tool. It cannot do text. The way we have said, so Canva cannot do text. So it has generated for me these images. You can choose which one is good, then you download it. Yeah. So that is Canva. Canva is an image tool. So these tools, you need to understand there is an image one, there is so Canva it's majorly for images. So if you want to focus on image generation, you can use Canva. You can also tell it to design a poster or it is class. It can design for you a poster. Okay. There is some policy issues. Maybe I said design a poster. Or you can say, okay, not a poster. Maybe you want to use an infographic. Let's say an infographic. For my training on eye diseases. Okay, there is a lot on that. It is giving me a lot of that. So there is that issue where the AI cannot generate an image if you mention a body part. It's another thing you need to note. We design an info graphic on how to wash your hands. So it can design for you how to wash your hands. You can see the gibberish I was talking about. You cannot read this text. But for the others, they are good. This one has told me there is soap, that there is water. So you can come up with these infographics. If you need to have an infographic for your class, you can use it. You can use Canva to generate. As we go on, the trainer Chris will show you more on that. But you can use Canva to come up with posters, infographics for your class, flashcards. If you want to share flashcards, Yeah, so it can do that. It can generate such content on Canva. Yeah. So this is Canva AI, good for poster generation and image. So next we are going to audio.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes you would want to do a poster to advertise for a course in
Yeah.
MTC, for example, or your own college, whatever, you know, or for your own business. Best place to do it.
Yeah, for that.
You want to advertise a course like this one now, and you want to come up with a poster, or you want to advertise your business. Is this the best for that? For that, Canva?
It's good. So you'll say act as a graphic designer. Yeah, Canva is best for that. Yeah. Just act as a graphic designer, design a poster for a medical class. And then you can make the poster, informative and brief. And so add my contact number. And then I can say maybe the time it starts, time is at 7 a.m. on 2nd December. So you can do that. Yeah. So this something can maybe print. Yeah, Canva is good for this. You can do it with Canva, ChatGPT, but Canva is good because you can edit it. So you can click edit. It will open a new window with the image, and you can edit the image. Maybe if you want to remove something here, you can remove. But for now, okay, yeah, that's on Canva. But it's good for posters. It's good for posters because it also has templates you can choose from. And minister, yeah. Hope we are good on image generation. Let's go to audio. So
Yeah, I
audio.
think that's clear. I think for me, what has worked for me is ChatGPT does very good posters, but you can't edit. That's the problem. Canva does several of them that you can pick and you can edit. So I think you need to just play with the both of them and see what produces the best.
Yeah. You need to use both and see.
Yeah.
So we have that. We have the AI. We have generated the AI. Now we can tell it to generate the same AI, ChatGPT. I was doing the AI problem. Then I can tell it to generate an audio script for the AI problem. So the audio script is this one. It's like a narration. You're telling it to generate a narration script. So this is a close-up view of an human eye showing signs of conjunctivitis, commonly known as the pink eye. The cornea is it's giving a narration of that. So you can copy this narration. So like I've told it to generate an audio script. An audio script is like a narration. And then it has generated this narration. So when we go over, there is a tool called ElevenLabs. So you can go to Google and you search ElevenLabs. ElevenLabs text to speech. This one, the first one. This one here. AI text to speech. This is another tool we're talking about. And then you can log in. You can log in. You can create an account with your Google account or your email. So here on the 11 labs, on the left bar, there is this one, text to speech. Text to speech. So on text to speech,
this is a close-up view of a human eye.
you can paste the script, the narration script, and then on it gives you like a text box. You can paste the narration script, and then you can choose the sound you want to use. So there are different sounds you can use. There is a sound for Camille, Laura, Alice, Bill. So let's hear different sounds. Let me share the sound. So let's hear the sound for maybe Alice.
Just trust yourself, then you will know how to live.
There is a sound for Bill.
As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
There is a sound for Brian, Callum, Grandpa. So there are different sounds you can use. And also there are African sounds also to mention. If you want to use an African sound, you can use an African sound. So you can choose a sound you want to use so that you can hear your narration in a different sound. And also, so this is the free version. On the paid version, you can clone your voice. You can clone your voice and you can use your voice to come up with the narration. So when you come to home, so when you are on the home, when you are home, there is this button, clone your voice. You can clone your voice. Like you can put your voice on this AI tool and you can come up with a narration based on your sound without using other sounds. So this one you need to pay for. It's something you pay for. So you can clone your voice. You say, so the cost for subscribing is let me show you. So the cost for subscribing is $5 a month. With $5 a month, you can clone your voice. So you can create your own voice, clone your voice. So with the narration we had from ChatGPT, also you can type the narration. You don't need to go to ChatGPT to come up with the narration. You can type it over here. So if I know what I want to say, I can type it. And then if maybe I had my voice cloned, I can choose my voice and then we generate. So currently we can choose the voice for Bill. You can adjust the speed in the way he talks and then we say generate speech. Okay, for now, it seems to have a limit, but let's hear what it generated.
This is a close-up view of a human eye showing signs of conjunctivitis, commonly known as pink eye. The cornea is the transparent, dome-shaped surface covering the front of the eye. It remains clear, but the surrounding blood vessels are more visible due to inflammation. The iris, the colored part of the eye, appears normal in structure, but is framed by an irritated conjunctiva. The conjunctiva, a thin transparent tissue covering the sclera and inside of the eyelids, is visibly red and swollen. This redness is caused by dilation of blood vessels in response to infection or irritation. Symptoms of conjunctivitis may include redness, a gritty sensation, tearing, and sometimes discharge that can cause the eyelids to stick together. Conjunctivitis can be viral, bacterial, or allergic, and proper diagnosis is important for effective treatment. Medical attention is advised if symptoms persist or worsen.
So that is an example of an audio generated from a script. So it's called text-to-speech.
Can you control the speed?
Yeah, you can control the speed. So when you go to settings, you can put a slower speed, stability, similarity, the style, and everything. Yeah, you can control the speed of the way they talk. They talk, the avatars talk.
Can you also
So
get an African voice? Because that Mzungu, whatever, you can get an African, a Kenyan, like some Wanjiru somewhere.
yeah, you can choose an African voice. So you have a search button here. You can search Kenyan or Kenya. So there is this one, Keith Mwoki. You can listen to how Keith talks.
The world waits for the stories you hold inside.
So you can choose this one for Keith. You say add to my voices. And then you can maybe adjust the speed.
The world waits for the stories.
Okay, there is an issue with my account, but you can choose different sounds you had. You can choose a sound for Keith, African. You can search for many African voices. There are a lot of African voices here. So Africa. There is this one. There is a Nigerian accent.
Success isn't about speed, it's about steady progress. Take one step at a time, trust your journey, and never stop learning. You'll get there.
There is Kamau.
If you don't know where you are going, you will probably end up somewhere else.
Yeah, so these are the different voices you can hear from the AI. There is a lot to explore on the voices. The good thing is you can upload your voice. That is something maybe you can try out. You can upload your voice and try to clone yourself. Put a narration script over here, and then you click generate speech. Then you can download the audio. So what I did was I used ChatGPT.
Jeremy, where were you clowning yourself? I didn't see the icon. Sorry, I'm taking you back. Where did you see? I didn't see the icon for cloning your voice.
When you go to the home, there's this icon, clone your voice.
Oh.
Clone your voice. And then you can clone it over here. This icon here. Yeah, so you can use ChatGPT to help you come up with a script. Maybe if I want a longer script, I can tell ChatGPT, generate a narration script of 1,000 words. It will do that. So that is something you need to note on audio generation. So benefits of audio: if you have a podcast you do on medical training, you can put a script. If you have your voice cloned, tell it to do this script, and you can generate a podcast that you can share to students who can listen to what you're training on. That is something important on audio generation or in medical training, because you'll use those audio formats to come up even with podcasts, come up with maybe interactive audios that you can share and students can listen to. So those are audio. And then now we are on video. So you have seen like we have used a different tool for audio. Not all tools, ChatGPT cannot generate an audio. It can generate an audio script. So if you want to, also now we come to videos. So AI can generate video. So with the same script, with the same content I want on conjunctivitis, I can tell it to, I can generate a video. So we are going to use this tool. It's called Lumen 5. Let me copy it on the chat. So there is this tool called Lumen 5. So when you go to Google, you search Lumen 5. Not this one, this one, lumen5.com. Click on it, create an account with that one. So you can transform text to video with AI. So if I want to transform text to video, I will say create a new video on Lumen 5. Create a new video. It will ask me to choose maybe a theme I want to use. Maybe I can choose this theme. So over here, this is Lumen 5. So you can convert an idea to so we are not going with this one, we are going with the second one, text to video. You can convert text to video. So it will tell me to paste the text I want to convert into a video script. So I can go over to ChatGPT and then I tell it to come up with the video, script, Lumen 5 in narration format. So it will come up with this script. So I can copy this script. Then I return back to Lumen 5. I paste it over here. So once I paste it, the script from ChatGPT, I can say there is this button, you say compose script. So it will analyze the text you have uploaded it. So it will come up with a short title for the video and the body of the video. And then you say continue, just continue. And then you say guide media, continue. So you can upload your images. If you have an image of the eye, you can upload it over here. But for our case, let's try to get what it will do. So it will search for images online on the same issue. Then after it has come up with the videos, with the images, you can now tell it to generate video. So it will fetch the images it has found. It will create the scene. So it is creating the scene. It is creating the scene. It's creating the scene. After it has done that, now you can preview. You can preview what it has generated. You can remove the background music if you don't want it. You can do your voiceover, so you can record your voiceover, and then you insert it on the video. So you can start recording your voiceover, or you upload your voiceover. After that, you can publish. You can publish the video. So you can remove the voice, like you can do a voiceover. You can record your voice, and then you upload it on the video. Yeah, Dr. Lucy will explain on that. So
I can also share. I can share the video I did with my own voice once you're done.
Yeah. So it has come up with a video. You can download the video. So you can download the video and everything. So this video is good. You can use it for your classes if you need, because you see the images also in Kenya. You see the image relates to Kenyan scene. This is Lumen 5 now. It also does the audio. It speaks. You can set it to speak. Yeah, so okay, maybe Dr. Lucy can share.
Okay, let me share. So just tell me whether you can hear the sound.
Central nervous system. The central nervous system includes the brain and spinal cord. It controls thought, sensation, and movement. Examination must therefore be systematic and structured. We begin with the general condition of the patient and then assess consciousness using the Glasgow Coma scale, that is the eye-opening verbal response and motor response. Then go ahead to test the centers, higher centers, orientation, memory, attention, and language. After that, examine the cranial nerves from smell and vision to eye movements, facial expressions, hearing, swallowing, and finally, tongue movement. Next, the motor system. Look at the muscle bulk, tone, power, reflexes, coordination, and gait. And then the sensory system, touch, pain, temperature, vibration, joint position. And finally, assess meningeal irritation, the neck stiffness, Canning sign, Brunski's sign. In summary, central nervous system starts with observation. It moves through consciousness and higher centers, cranial nerves, motor and sensory systems, and ends with meningeal signs. Thank you for listening.
So I don't know whether it was clear on your side.
Yeah,
it was, but the voice was a bit faint.
Or a bit faint.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't know.
It was a little
Yeah,
bit, yeah, we couldn't hear all of it, but we could actually, like the words were going with the voice. You know, sometimes you can speak and the words are further from the
yeah.
voice, but yeah, it was in rhyme.
Okay. So basically, this one I made with my own voice. I just wanted to show how to examine the central nervous system. So I decided, instead of using someone else's voice, why not use my own voice? So you can actually do that. And if you're teaching students, then they'll probably be more receptive using your own voice than taking someone else's voice. So you can try that, Lumen 5, the free version. And if you pay for it, maybe you can even do a longer video. Jeremy, over to you.
Yeah, true.
You,
So
you
you
pay
can,
for it where?
Sorry?
You pay for it where?
The one I have used is a free version. I didn't have to pay for it. But if you, because you can also use your voice, but the video will be shorter. They will not allow you to do more than, I think it's more than 60 seconds. They won't allow you to do that. So that is why I seemed to be hurrying, because I wanted to hurry so that I cover most of the things within the 60 seconds. But now, if you have a paid version, you can do several videos which are longer.
yeah, you can do like more videos on the free version, on the pro version.
Yeah.
So for example, like there's also this one with you can do. And we need for it to load. You see it?
Building strong kids starts with the right diet. For a healthy 6-year-old, a simple, balanced meal plan can make all the difference in their growth and development. Breakfast should fuel their morning with whole grains, protein, and fruit. Offer whole grain porridge or bread paired with a boiled egg or peanut butter and a banana or orange. This combination gives them lasting energy to start the day strong. A light snack keeps their energy steady until lunch. Choose a small fruit like an apple, pawpaw, or mango, along with a glass of milk or yogurt. This helps maintain focus and keeps hunger at bay. Lunch should be a balance of carbohydrates, protein, and vegetables. Serve ugali or rice, beans, lentils, or chicken, and add sukuma wiki or cabbage. This meal supports their active bodies and growing minds. Healthy snacks help them stay active and focused. Ground nuts or boiled maize with fresh juice or water provide a quick energy boost for the rest of the day. Dinner should be lighter but still nutritious. Offer rice or chapati, fish, eggs, or beans, and plenty of vegetables to round out their day. A balanced diet builds strong bodies and sharp minds. It supports growth and development, boosts immunity, and improves learning and focus. Feed them right today, and you're investing in their tomorrow.
So that is something, the video and the audio. So you can see it's telling me to upgrade. So when I click upgrade, it will take me to the where I need to upgrade. So here's where you need to upgrade. So you can pay $19 and monthly. $29 a month. So you get longer videos. So the 10 minutes, you can do a video for 10 minutes, 10 minutes. The resolution can be 720 pixels, 1080 pixels. So those are the things. Yeah, but you can try on the free version. Just try on the free version, understand the tool, how you use it, how you put a script, because this is my script here. So you can see my script is over here. So this is my script, and then the AI is getting for me the images. You can see the images of ugali, the images of kids. So that is AI is thinking from my script. You can try it out and then you can share your videos on the group chat, on the WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, you share the videos you created on WhatsApp on the group. So there is that on image. There's Lumen 5. Another tool is in video.
Then for Lumen 5, you can even, that script that is written, you can even edit the scripts. So you can cut some portions so that whoever is reading the scripts can just read what you want.
Yeah. On Lumen 5, true. And then now there is another one called InVideo. InVideo. I've shared the link on the chat. So on InVideo also you can paste the same script and then you tell it to generate video. The script, you get it from ChatGPT. You can tell ChatGPT, come up with a script on this topic, talking about this and this. It will be maybe 1 minute long, not more than 50 words. So you can do that and it will be able to generate such information for you. So InVideo is another video generation tool. We are showing you the free versions because there are some video generation tools that you need to pay for. Because Gemini, it has V03. That's another video generation tool, but you need to pay for it. ChatGPT also has a video generation tool called Sora that you also need to pay for it. The ones I'm showing you are the ones that are free and you can use them for a longer period without exhausting your credits. For Gemini, you pay, ChatGPT, you pay for. There are a lot, but InVideo, Lumen 5, they're free. They're free.
So, because all this is using internet,
Yeah.
it means for me to teach using this technology, I have to be connected to the internet.
So the benefit is once you generate a video, you can download it, save it on your machine. Then you can now disconnect from internet, go to a class, play the video. So you need the internet to come up with the
presentation.
Yeah, with the videos and all, and then you save them on your machine. Then it's okay. Now you can go offline. Yeah, but you need internet to access these tools. So it is preparing, generating. So you can see the tools that we are talking about. They're not limited to ChatGPT. AI tools are a lot. These are just a few we are mentioning, but the tools you can use right now, like there are more than 100 tools you can use. So like AI there's a lot. There's still time to advance every day, every time. But when you want to focus now on working with AI, just focus on the tools you need. So if you need an image generation tool, video, just focus on them, not all tools. Because some tools are for coding, some are for research. So just focus on a tool that serves your purpose. So when you explore more, you get to understand more. So any questions as the video generates? I hope like you'll share what you generate. You can generate PDFs, documents, and then you share them on the chat, on the WhatsApp, not on Zoom, on WhatsApp. You can also come up with images and then you share on WhatsApp. So I hope you'll share. And then we'll see like you're making progress, so that we also know that what we are teaching you are able to practice it. So kindly share what you build.
Jeremy, sorry to interrupt. I was trying to generate a video as you are teaching. So is there a part that needs for me to download the video? I need to publish first.
Yeah, you need to publish it and then now you download.
So I did one, then maybe I can share in the group so that you can see.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
So any questions? The video is still generating. We are almost done on content creation with AI. You have understood how to do text, image, audio, video. And also you have understood about the tools that are there for each task.
We can hear from the guys who are quiet. Okay, Paris, you can go.
Today was mouthful, and I don't know if I'm alone. And I don't know, is this one talking like me, Edward or James ama ni nani? Naonekana tuko enthusiasts. Wako wapi wengine?
Maybe wengine wamelemewa and they're not speaking. I think we need to hear from them as well. But it's quite a mouthful. It's a lot. Maybe the rest, Beatrice, which one do you think you're gonna try from the 4? We have text generation, we have audio, image, and video. Which one do you want to try? And because we can try and then we share in the next, we have a whole week. You can try several of them and then you come and share.
I can try a text, but in video.
Okay. Yeah. So you can try in video. Nyaga, what do you think you're gonna try out of the 4 generations? Okay, Nyaga is not. James, what will you try out of the 4?
Now, which 4 are you referring to? I have
There's a text generation. You can do text generation. You can do audio. You can do video. You can do an image, and you can do all of them.
Okay.
There's a lot of gibberishing.
Aha.
Yeah. I will try this Lumina 5.
Yeah.
Text to video.
Yeah.
How it will be.
Yeah, the thing is just to try. You can try 1 or 2 and see what gives you a better way of presenting. Even a small video, like what I did. I just tried a small video. It came out well. It just told me just do this and this. You just follow the prompts. The beauty with all these tools, it gives you the directions. Which way should I go? Where should I go? So before you know, it has come out with a very beautiful video or image. So I can see, go on.
This presentation is again there transcribed. We can access it.
The presentation of today's video. Yes, it is recorded. Yes. Even yesterday's is still recorded, so you can still access it. Even today's, you can still access it. So you go through again slowly and then try the different tools. So Damaris, what will you try before we listen to what Jeremy has come up with?
I was actually, as you were continuing, try to do the text generation of on what? Something in relation to mental health. So I'll try that still and see what I can come up with.
Yeah, so you can give it a good prompt, then you can try it in different LLMs. You can try it in ChatGPT. You can also do it in Gemini. You can also do it in DeepSeek and see which one comes with a better version of what you want. So let's go to David. David.
Okay, madam, I'll do both audio and the video.
Yeah.
But today, madam, I'm on night duty. I'll go back to review the lesson. Then I'll do in the course of the week.
Yes, yes. I
Thank
think it's nice to review the video because you may not be able to get these things. It's a lot of information. But the minute you get it is beautiful information that you can use it. You can use. So Dr. Nyaga, what do you think you're gonna try? Okay, as we wait for Nyaga, maybe we can go to Edward.
Okay, as for me, I think I've been doing text generation, even image generation. I think I'm now ready to audio and video. I'll try the two. I see. Out of my own touching, I try to imagine like Adam and Eve at the Garden of Eden. There was a time I had a child who wanted to feed image. So I tried to ask ChatGPT. It gave me that at what time do you want this image? Noon, evening. So I give the prompt and it really gave me a good video. I think I was ahead before even being taught. Thank you.
Oh, nice. That's an interesting one. Yeah, so try them. Try those the apps for video and then please present to us next week. Let's hear from Nyaga. I see he's unmuted, but we can't hear him. Dr. Nyaga, I can see you, but we
Lucy,
can't
I
hear
can
you.
try the
Yeah.
video.
Yes.
Ama umenisahau.
No. I was still coming to you. I hadn't finished, but yes, tell us.
I'll do the video.
Yeah.
The image, the text, I think those ones.
Those ones are easy to do. And I think you're going off. I don't know whether it's me or is it you? We are losing you.
Yeah,
But go on.
so it interfere.
Okay, I think you're breaking a little bit, but at least we've had something from you. So let's hear from Lillian. What will you try? Okay, Lillian might have gone to be with the baby. Now we can hear from Jeremiah, another Jeremy. Jeremiah Monene.
Yes, evening.
Yeah.
Let me start by appreciating the presenter for the link.
I think you're breaking, Jeremiah. I think you come closer to your device.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for that. So was appreciating my namesake Jeremiah for the presentation. I think it is quite an eye-opener. And I've seen that I think the Lumen 5 is quite a tool that can really be handy for me. So I'm sure to give it a try. I think today I've joined from a position where I'm not able to do much. I'm just like following. I've not been very hands-on, but tomorrow I'll put better arrangements so that I'm able to be following closely practically, and I'll be able to be seeing results as we move along. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeremy. So there will be the recording. Please go through the recording, try those different tools, and then let's present next Friday. We have a whole week to try the different tools. Then Friday again, we meet with their presentation. Just come with something that you've done, that's something that has come up. If you need some help, then Jeremy is always here to help. Put the challenge in the group and he will address. So back to you, Jeremy. Oh, then Unita. I know Unita, you said you wanted to try the Gemini, but also try the video.
All right, I'll try the video.
Yes, please try the video as well. Yeah, Jeremy, over to you.
Okay, so I hope you have gotten a hint of what now AI can do and what now you can use the AI to create. So you can practice more on the tools. Maybe let me share the video it produced.
Conjunctivitis, commonly known as pink eye, is one of the most frequent causes of red, irritated eyes worldwide. While many cases are mild and self-limiting, bacterial conjunctivitis remains a significant concern, especially due to the growing threat of antibiotic resistance. In Kenya, cases of bacterial conjunctivitis are often treated empirically, meaning antibiotics are prescribed without confirming the specific bacteria responsible. This study aims to analyze bacterial samples from patients diagnosed with conjunctivitis to determine which bacteria are most common and how resistant they have become to standard antibiotics.
Why is it breaking?
Preliminary findings suggest a rise in resistance to commonly used drugs like chloramphenicol and ciprofloxacin, highlighting an urgent need for updated treatment guidelines. Understanding local...
Oh, it's breaking because it's loading. It had not finished loading the whole video.
Resistance patterns helps clinicians choose effective treatments, reduces unnecessary antibiotic use, and protects patients from complications. Conjunctivitis may seem minor, but the fight against antibiotic resistance begins with how we treat even the smallest infections. Let's protect vision, prevent misuse, and promote evidence-based care.
Yeah, so with that, you have a video that you can use for your class. You can share it to introduce your lessons. Yeah, so those is that. Like there is a lot AI can do as long as you know the right tool for each task. But for you, you've already understood which tools need to be there for video, for audio, for image. Yeah, so best is to practice on that. So any questions you can ask on the group and we'll follow through. So thank you for joining. Hope to see you next time. Yeah, so thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I hope it hasn't been too heavy. James, how has it been? Paris?
I have said, eh?
Okay.
Yeah, I have said it. I think unmuted. I have said
All
it
right.
was a little bit heavy, but because I will replay it, I think I will catch up.
Yeah.
Enjoyable and mouthful of
Paris, your audio is breaking. Yeah, so let's go and try all those things. I know it's quite a mouthful. Sorry. I know it's a mouthful, but we have at least a week to go. Just try 1 or 2 tools. And then next week, the first thing we do is the first 30 minutes, we'll do the presentations. Whatever you have done, whatever you have tried, please come with it. Just present. That's how we learn. And then we see the challenges and then we iterate again and then learn some more. And then we become better at that. You can even do some video and then you just go to class and tell your students to watch. For example, this one I did on central nervous system. Just told the class, just watch this. It's very simple. It is just specific and to the point with my own voice. So it is easier for them to just look and see this is actually our teacher teaching on this video. So go try that. Then the first 30 minutes of next week is just presentations. So unless there's something else, then we can call it a day. We'll see you next week on Friday. If there's anything, please put it in the chat, in our chat. We'll always get back.
Thank you and bye.
Thank you so much and have a good night and a good weekend.
Good night.
Good night, true. Thank you.
Good night.